Hi. Here in this question we have Boston is 4 hours ahead of Frankfurt and 2 hours behind India. So we have three cities: Frankfurt, Boston and India. Boston is 4 hours ahead of Frankfurt. So let's take the time at Frankfurt as the base. Boston is 4 hours ahead of Frankfurt. So whatever time at Frankfurt will be, time at Boston will be 4 hours more than Frankfurt. Also it's given that Boston is 2 hours behind India, or in other words, India is 2 hours ahead of Boston. That means time at India will be 6 hours ahead of Frankfurt. So time at India will be F plus 6. Okay. Now what happens is X leaves Frankfurt at 6 p.m. Now this time is the local time. Based on Frankfurt, someone leaves at 6 p.m. on Friday, 6 p.m. on a Friday, and reaches Boston the next day. After waiting there for 2 hours, he leaves exactly at noon. So that means on Saturday at noon, 12 noon, this person left. But in between, he waited for 2 hours here. Okay. Now after waiting for 2 hours, at 12 noon, this person leaves, X leaves from Boston and reaches India at 1 a.m. Okay, so if 12 noon Saturday he leaves, 1 a.m. will be Sunday. That's what we are talking about. So now what is the time taken by this person to go from Frankfurt to India? Let's see. We know if the time is 6 p.m. at Frankfurt, the time at India will be 6 hours more than this. So 6 hours more than this will effectively be 12 a.m. 12 a.m. on instead of Friday, it will become a Saturday here. Right? So from Saturday early morning 12 a.m. till Sunday early morning 1 a.m. So what happens is Mr. X, whoever X is, travels from 12 a.m. Saturday till 1 a.m. Sunday. So the amount of time this person travels is effectively 25 hours, right? From 12 a.m. Saturday till 12 a.m. Sunday will be 24 hours plus one more hour from 12 a.m. till 1 a.m. So the total time this person travels is 25 hours. And X travels at 180 miles per hour based on the first question. So for the first question, the distance between Frankfurt and India is going to be time taken 25 hours into speed, which is 180 miles per hour. Okay, so this will give us the distance in miles. So this is effectively 1800 by 4, which is 18,000 by 4 rather. And this comes out to be 9,000, half of 9,000, 4,500 miles. So the distance between India and Frankfurt is option B, 4,500 miles. Okay. Now coming to the next question, we have if X had started the return journey from India at 2:55 a.m. okay, on the same day that he reached there, after how much time would he reach Frankfurt? Okay. So if he starts at 2:55 a.m. on Sunday, on the same day he started back, right? So he reached on Sunday, so he starts back on Sunday. So 2:55 a.m. on a Sunday, and since it took him 25 hours with a 2-hour break in between, so to go back it will take him 1 hour less. Now he is taking only a 1 hour break and not 2-hour break. So return journey will be 1 hour less than 25 hours. So the return journey will take a total of 24 hours. So he or she, Mr. X, will reach at 2:55 a.m. on a Monday. But this is the time based on India. This is Indian time, right? And we know Frankfurt will be 6 hours behind India. India is 6 hours ahead of Frankfurt. So Frankfurt will be 6 hours behind India. So the time at Frankfurt will be, okay, we don't have to calculate time. The question is after how much time would he reach Frankfurt? So he will reach after option A, 24 hours with a 1 hour break in between. So the answer to this question is option A itself. Okay. Now finally, in the last question, we need to calculate what is X's average speed for the entire journey to and fro. Now this is a standalone question, right? We cannot use this information here, so we don't know the distance between Frankfurt and India. Now if we don't know the distance between Frankfurt and India, and we obviously cannot use this information as well. So we don't know what is the total distance between Frankfurt and India and what's the total time to go from Frankfurt to India and then come back. Since we don't know both the things, distance as well as time, it's not possible to calculate the average speed for the entire journey. So the answer to this question must be option D, data is insufficient. Thank you.